Hi, today I want to show you how to make a crown that you can wear for your head. I was reading a story with a friend called Pinkalicious and the Hat Parade, and it made me think of making a crown. So I'll show you. I made this one that's large enough for my head with lots of colors. And I made this little itty bitty one that's big enough for my dog, my puppy, or a doll. You could use it, or a bracelet, however you want to use it. All right, let you know what you need. You're going to need some tape, a pair of scissors, and paper. Any color you want, many colors, one color. I'm going to use these two colors, yellow and purple, and I'm going to show you how to get started. So for these, we're working a lot with just folding paper, and folding paper is using triangles. So the first thing we need to do is start our project with square papers. Now, any regular paper that you normally get is not square, meaning it's different lengths on each side. So the trick to making a square paper is very simple. Folding your paper so it ends up looking like this, and then you cut this rectangle off. Okay, so you fold the bottom edge until it top touches the side, and then cut that off and you'll have a square. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with both my papers at once. End up with squares instead of rectangles. Okay, like that. All right, so let me show you how to get started making the triangles. So I used 6 triangles, which made it even a little big for my head. So you're probably not going to need that many. So maybe 4 or 5. The first thing you're going to do is take your first paper and fold it in half. Fold it in half the long way, like this. And then fold it in half again. So you have a little square instead of a big square, like that. Then you open it up. You have the 4 window creases, okay? And this is where you're going to use that center of the window. And if you need to, you can put a little dot there. And you're going to take your paper and fold the corners, the top 2 corners, to touch the middle of the window. So you're just taking the top corner, bending it in to touch the very middle. Doing the same thing on the other side. Bending in the corner, and then you end up with like a house looking shape. Okay, just the top 2. After that, you're going to fold the bottom edge up to touch the bottom edge of your triangle part. So just fold it up just to touch the bottom, make a crease. So now you have a shorter little looking house. And then you're going to make one more fold. You're going to fold the bottom edge again to touch the bottom of the triangles. And your folds can start to get hard as the paper gets thicker, so just be careful. And now you have what looks like a little bit of a sailboat. So I just folded that bottom edge up one more time, sort of like you're rolling it right up, okay? After that, you're going to make the next colors. You can kind of give it a fold to remember where that middle crease is, so you have something that sort of looks like this, okay? And that's going to be the point of the crown. And then you're going to continue making 4 or 5 of the points, however many you think you'll need, with whatever colors you think you'll need. So I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of mine, and then I'll show you what to do once you have all of your pieces made. Okay, so now I have all the pieces made that I need, and I'm going to start attaching them together to make the actual crown, okay? Now, the way this works in attaching them is to just kind of fit them together like puzzle pieces. So I'm going to do a pattern. I'm going to take the piece that I made and I'm going to just kind of open it up a little bit and lay it flat. And I'm going to take the next color, kind of open it up, lay it flat. You're going to take the edge of the yellow and slide it inside the purple so they kind of fit together like that. Kind of slid it inside. You can move them together tighter like that. If you want them closer together, you just kind of push them in together like that, and they become really close. Or you can leave them pulled out apart and do the same thing. So I'm going to pick purple, yellow, purple because I'm doing the pattern. So I'm going to take this purple and I'm going to slide this yellow guy right under that purple. And I'm going to make the two purples touch each other so that the yellow is kind of hidden in the back together like that. Okay, so I have my purple, yellow, purple. Once I have some edges that are ready to touch, like right here, these two pieces are touching, put a little piece of tape right here. Put a little piece of tape. So just stick it there so it doesn't just pop out of place. So no, it's not all taped together, but it'll get there. I'm just gonna keep going down the line here. Get my yellow and slide that inside. So I've got another one coming that's yellow. Like that. And you can see on the back they're kind of sliding it. So I put some tape here where these two are matching. I put some tape here where they're matching so it doesn't fall apart, okay? And then I'm just going to keep on going, sliding them in until I get to the end. And then we'll look at how to connect the whole thing together, okay? Okay, so I have all my pieces kind of laid out here together. They are slipping and sliding around outside of it, so you can see that it'll fall apart. I'm just going to take a look and say, like, where could I use a piece of tape to kind of hold it a little more steady so that it doesn't just all fall apart when I'm trying to connect it. So kind of connect these pieces here. Give it a little test here. It looks good. All right, so if you look, it does look kind of sloppy on the inside, but that's okay. I've taped a bunch of spots where it sort of was flopping around to make it just a little more secure, but that's on the inside. You won't see that, okay? You have it all set and taped together like we were doing. You can make one more fold. So before you tape the ends together to make the circle, you're going to fold the whole thing up. You're going to make another whole fold. So it was laying flat. You're going to take this bottom piece and fold it up again. And that can be tough because your paper's getting thick. Like that. So then it's a little bit shorter. Okay. Now you are ready to connect this end to this end. So you're going to kind of slowly turn it around, and you're going to put the yellow inside that purple. There we go. And then you're going to make your last little tape. You could put right on the inside, kind of hard to see, where you connected them. You could put a piece of tape here to hold it. You could even staple that last one if you have a stapler, and that way it'll be real secure because the paper's thick. So I might make just maybe one little staple there. Now that you have it all put together, you could decorate it any way you want. You could put a name on it and give it as a gift, whatever you would like to do. I'm just going to pinch out the corners here to make these look a little more pointed, because as you're working with them, they might get kind of crushed a little bit. You can just kind of refold them in their little spots, just to say, there's my pointed parts of my crown. Make them a little sharper looking. And then you have your crown all ready for you. So pretty easy. That is how you make a paper crown.